Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine the absolute worst, like most mind-numbing corporate training you've ever sat through.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there.
Right. The kind that makes watching paint dry feel, I don't know, exciting.
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine turning that into something, well, brilliant and actually engaging.
That's the goal.
Today, we're diving deep into LXP Forge Content Studio. It's a signature service by SearchRoby, and it promises to do exactly that.
And what's really interesting here, I think, is how they're aiming to take that static stuff,
Yeah.
the PDFs, SOPs, those really dry PowerPoint
The
decks.
usual suspects.
Exactly, and rapidly turn them into immersive learner-first experiences. It's a big claim.
It is. They're proposing like a fundamental shift, aren't they?
Yeah.
Moving away from just dumping information.
Right, towards creating real knowledge acquisition. They mentioned things like gamified modules, interactive 3D simulations.
Okay.
So our mission today is really to get under the hood. How do they actually make learning stick using this learner-centered design and immersive storytelling?
So that's the promise. Boring to brilliant. It sounds great. But how does SearchRaby's LXP Forge Content Studio actually pull that off? It feels like a pretty big leap from, standard practice.
Well, it's less about maybe magic and more about applying smart design principles, stuff rooted in how people genuinely learn.
Okay.
They're basically reimagining existing content, turning it into dynamic formats like branching scenarios where your choices actually matter.
Oh, interesting. Cause and effect.
Yeah, exactly. Or really interactive assessments that give you feedback straight away. The whole idea is building it with the end user, the learner, front and center.
Right.
Whether that's someone new on the front line or maybe a sales rep needing complex skills, it's about adapting the message to their world, driving actual behavior change, not just checking a box for a recall.
That learner-centered part makes so much sense. It's got to resonate to stick, right?
Yeah.
And the source mentions immersive storytelling at scale.
Mhm.
That sounds impressive, but what does it actually look like? Is it just a buzzword?
Yeah, good question. This is where they seem to really lean into making the learning memorable. So immersive storytelling here means we're not just talking at the learner.
You're involving them.
Exactly, involving them with the story. Using real-world scenarios, maybe virtual mentors guiding you, smart decision trees, putting you in the driver's seat.
Okay, I can see that.
You could even have, like, character-driven role plays. Imagine practicing a tricky negotiation with a virtual customer.
Ah, like a flight simulator, but for conversations.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Or navigating a safety protocol in a 3D space. It helps embed the information much deeper than just, passively reading something. It builds actual problem-solving skills for the job.
That shows huge versatility, going from a dry PDF to, wow, a full character role play. And it's not just one trick, is it? The studio model sounds really adaptable.
Absolutely. That's a key point. From one core idea or one piece of existing content, their team can apparently spin out multiple specialized formats.
Like what kind of format?
Well, we're talking SCORM and XPI modules for existing LMS systems.
So the standard e-learning stuff people already use?
Right, the stuff that tracks progress and integrates properly. But also animated explainer videos, voiceover scripts, even cutting-edge AR/VR modules for headsets,
Oh, okay, AR, VR.
and even Metaverse-compatible training zones.
Metaverse training zones. That's definitely pushing boundaries.
What are the main uses for that kind of advanced environment? And, what's the ROI clients are hoping for?
Well, you can imagine these are really powerful for high-stakes stuff, like
Right.
operating complex machinery or emergency response drills.
Things you can't easily practice for real.
Precisely. Or even cultural immersion for global teams. Instead of just describing something, learners can actually interact with it, which cuts down risk and speeds up learning.
And the ROI.
Clients are reportedly seeing big gains, things like reduced training time, better knowledge retention, and importantly, fewer mistakes on the job because the practice feels so real. Okay, beyond the cool tech, the source highlights something practical: no vendor juggling. For L&D leaders listening, that probably sounds appealing. What are the usual headaches there?
Oh, it's a huge pain point this model addresses. Traditionally, if you wanted this rich, multi-format content, you might need, say, one company for instructional design,
Oh, yeah.
another for 2D graphics, maybe a specialist for 3D modeling, separate voice actors, then your own team trying to stitch it all together for the LMS.
Sounds like a project management nightmare.
It often is. Lots of overhead, hidden costs, sometimes inconsistent quality. SearchRoby's studio model aims to be end-to-end. They handle it all internally.
All of it.
Instructional design, 2D, 3D, scripts, voiceovers, testing, deployment. the works. It's meant to be this complete integrated solution.
Which lets the company's own L&D team focus more strategically, I suppose.
Exactly. Less time managing vendors, more time thinking about learning strategy.
So wrapping this up then, what does it all mean? We've looked at how LXP Forge Content Studio from SearchRoby offers this comprehensive approach,
Yeah, end to end.
but making enterprise learning potentially not just effective, but actually exciting,
Mhm.
using smart design and tech to turn static stuff into, well, animated videos, AR/VR modules, even those metaverse zones.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really raises a question for you, the listener. How might these kinds of innovations, this idea of transforming how we acquire knowledge, how might that challenge or change your view of engaging learning?
Especially in your own field or role.
Yeah. What stands out to you about this potential for truly learner-centered, really immersive experiences? Something to think about.